We are live in 3, 2, 1.
Exciting time, and it's a really exciting moment, and I want to be part of that.
Jon Huntsman announces his candidacy for governor.
He was truly the heart and soul of our family.
The Zero Fatalities campaign honors the 2017s who lost their lives on Utah roads in 2018.
The week in jail at first I was like, oh yeah, I'd do that, and then I started thinking about it.
Students talk about just how far they'd go to get rid of their student debt. Welcome to Newsline. It's November 14th. I'm Chris Jacobs.
And I'm Kim Peterson. Jon Huntsman Jr. is running for Utah's 2020 governor.
Huntsman released this campaign video earlier today.
Utah's home, and it has been for a very long time, and will be for a very long time.
59-year-old Huntsman's candidacy announcement follows his recent resignation as the U.S. ambassador to Russia. He served as Utah's 16th governor from 2004 to 2009.
He follows through. He follows through and he gets it done.
The most important thing we can do as people in the greatest state in America is to secure the future.
He says that his 2020 candidacy will maintain the vision he set in 2004. Huntsman will speak about his campaign today at the Southern Utah University Levitt Center for Politics and Public Service. Huntsman will run as a Republican.
Karen Pence, wife of Vice President Mike Pence, is coming to Utah tomorrow to put the Trump-Pence campaign on the 2020 presidential ballot. The second lady will visit the state capitol to officially file for the March Super Tuesday primary. Senator Mike Lee is expected to be named as one of the co-chairs for the Trump-Pence campaign in Utah. On the Democratic side, only Senators Kamala Harris and Amy Klobuchar have officially put their names on the Utah ballot.
The Zero Fatalities campaign is honoring the 2017s who lost their lives on Utah roads in 2018. Anessa, why is Zero Fatalities sharing these stories?
The campaign wants people to know that these are real stories. I met with Stacy and Marty Stout, whose 13-year-old son Baylor died in a car accident.
He was truly the heart and soul of our family.
If there's one thing you need to know about Baylor Stout, it's that he loves pandas a lot. He's kind of a panda himself, a big kid standing at nearly 6 feet at the age of 13, but soft.
He was the person that you would hear in the house. He was larger than life.
On July 22nd, 2018, Baylor and his dad woke up early to drive back from the family cabin.
And so that was a sacrifice for him to get up, and I think that's just the kind of person that he was.
As they were driving around a corner, a silver minivan swerved into their lane, hitting their truck head on. The truck flipped, then rolled down a hill.
He didn't ever regain consciousness.
Baylor is one of the 27 teens who died on Utah roads in 2018. Some of them were driving drowsy, some without seatbelts, some were victims of bad weather, but all of them were taken too soon. And the driver who hit Baylor,
She was driving impaired and had THC in her system.
By sharing their story as part of the Zero Fatalities Teen Memoriam, the Stouts hope that drivers will make better decisions behind the wheel and become more aware of the impairment caused by drugs, especially marijuana.
The other thing we've experienced going through this is recognizing that the penalties related to driving under the influence of drugs is not the same as driving under the influence of alcohol.
The driver was sentenced to 7 months in jail, but the Stouts are left with a lifetime of mourning. But after Baylor's passing, the family experienced a tender mercy where they learned the meaning of his name.
And the meaning behind his name was Treasured One, because Baylor was truly a treasure to our family.
You can read more about Baylor's stories and those of the other 2016s at zerofataliesutah.com.
Thanks, Anessa.
The Bureau of Indian Affairs is asking for help to find a woman who may be in danger. The Duchesne BIA say they have been looking for Raisa Garfield since Tuesday night after some concerning events. Officials say Garfield is not in trouble, but they are concerned for her safety. The BIA asked to contact your local law enforcement with any information.
Is behind bars after a DUI charge while driving on the opposite side of the road. Police arrested Peyton Christensen after almost hitting a police car while driving south on a northbound road. The police car pulled over on Pony Express Parkway to avoid a crash. Christensen passed the deputy and then stopped. After a few sobriety tests, police arrested the 18-year-old for DUI, possession of alcohol and tobacco as a minor, and driving on the wrong side of the road.
A Provo charter school is filing for Chapter 11 bankruptcy. The Treehouse Charter School filed the voluntary petition Tuesday. The South Provo School has been open for just 3 years. Treeside focuses on a nature-based academic experience, teaching children in kindergarten through 6th grade.
Veterinary medical procedures and treatments will no longer be included in a proposed tax bill. The tax will only affect services like pet boarding, grooming, and daycare. All medical and clinical costs will be exempt from the 4.8% tax increase. The change was made by the Utah Tax Reform Task Force and was spearheaded by Utah's Veterinary Medical Association. The tax will be voted on during the 2020 general session.
Thanksgiving is just 2 weeks away, and you know what that means. Black Friday is just around the corner. And with all the competitive sales happening a lot sooner than normal, Black Friday might be more than just one day. NewsLine reporter Juliet Favero tells us more about this annual frenzy.
I think that they should start it at midnight and forget about the 6 o'clock stuff so we can all enjoy our family time.
In 2006, several stores started their mega deals and super savings at 6 a.m. on Friday. In following years, the time moved to midnight, and now stores are opening their doors and ushering in crowds of people at 6 p.m. or earlier the day before Thanksgiving.
So we had to be in the store by 5, and I think the doors opened at 6. And then I worked the 8 or 9 hour shift that I had, and it was terrible.
The day is now called Gray Thursday, a day where customers get a jump start on deeply discounted prices and the companies get a boost in even more revenue. Online shopping has contributed to Gray Thursday because businesses can launch the sales on their websites as early as they want, and customers don't need to step out the door to begin their holiday shopping. Scrolling through the savings and eating pumpkin pie on the couch may be a new Thanksgiving family tradition.
In terms of like online Black Friday, I think it might be a little bit different because it's like you're buying it through a computer.
A Morning Consult survey said that 52% oppose stores opening on Thanksgiving, but 31% approve. But whether you decide to shop on the holiday dedicated to gratitude or wait until the next day is completely up to you.
I mean, nobody's forcing them to go out on Thanksgiving to buy, so there's nothing wrong with incentivizing or marketing to people, I think, to come out on Thanksgiving.
This year, the Black Friday sale will start on Thanksgiving on Thursday, but of course they'll still be going on Black Friday. But maybe the best sales will already be gone from the people that came earlier. We'll just have to see. Reporting for Newsline in Provo, I'm Juliet Favero.
Domo announced today that it was named to Dillette's Technology Fast 500 for the 3rd year in a row. Dillette is a ranking of the 500 fastest tech companies in North America. Domo's founder and CEO, Josh James, says he's proud of his team's focus and Domo's success in helping organizations easily and securely address data challenges. Domo ranked 382nd on this annual list.
Dixie State University is celebrating their new state-of-the-art Human Performance Center. The building provides Dixie students with new and innovative opportunities in academia and student recreation. The new building features 2 fitness centers, an Olympic-sized swimming pool, a rock climbing wall, among other resources. To celebrate, DSU invites people to go experience the Performance Center in their first annual Community Day. It will take place later today from 3 to 9 p.m.
A recent study reveals interesting ideas college students have to eliminate debt. Newsline reporter Tori Gurr looked into the survey to see just how unique these ideas are.
According to the New York Post, OnePoll and Splash Financial released a survey questioning college graduates about their student debts. The results showed multiple areas where the participants felt their lives were negatively impacted. 38% of respondents said a sacrifice they made to pay off student debt included serious budgeting. Jillian Ponce is currently budgeting tightly to pay off her student loan.
Like right now I'm a little bit tighter just because I'm about to graduate, and so I know things are going to start changing once I hit that point.
In the survey, 39% said their tight budgets exclude room for fun, especially for a vacation after graduation.
We're trying to save up for it now instead of just waiting until after I graduate.
Another question showed 32% save money by not shopping for new clothes or cars.
That was something that, my husband and I did have to discuss, but I think in the end that it'll be worth it.
Splash Financial survey also included, drastic measures.
In fact,
51% of those surveyed said they would shave their head to eliminate their student debt. 40% said they would never have caffeine again, and 39% said they would spend a week in jail to be debt-free.
Would I go to jail for a week? Maybe, if I wasn't locked up with any crazy guys. That'd be nice. I think it'd be worth it.
The week in jail, at first I was like, oh yeah, I'd do that, and then I started thinking about it, and I'm like, I probably wouldn't. I'd rather just pay it back.
According to those in debt, they would risk a lot to not have to pay it back. Reporting for NewsLine in Provo, I'm Tori Gurr.
A noisy little woodpecker is causing commotion at the Utah Division of Wildlife Resources. The woodpecker sat at the side of the Utah DWR offices in Salt Lake City, but the bird is a species protected under the Migratory Bird Treaty Act. So the DWR has to tolerate the pecking until it decides to move on. The downy woodpecker sometimes nests in the walls of the building, but it's not currently nesting season, so the bird is likely looking for bugs.
The Country Music Awards were yesterday and all the country stars were out.
Find out which artists received awards and which may have yeed their last haw. BYU is increasing the number of students it will accept. Find out by how much.
Plus, we haven't seen rain or snow in the valleys for 18 days. Coming up, I'll show you when we could finally break our dry streak. The full forecast is next.
Take a look under your bed. Find stuff under there? What about jobs? No? Now try your closet. Still no jobs? Just more stuff? Well, you really have both. See, stuff is defined as household articles considered as a group. Sometimes this stuff is no longer needed. Wait, no longer needed? That can't be right. Because remember those jobs you were looking for? Those are really needed, and they're the stuff inside your stuff. Our job is to unlock those jobs, and it starts when you donate your stuff to your local Goodwill. Here's how we do it. When you donate to Goodwill, we sell your stuff to provide job training for people right here in your community. So just by teaming up with Goodwill, you help create jobs. And isn't that worth parting with the leftover keytar from your 80s cover band? Goodwill. Donate stuff, create jobs.
You can achieve a lot using your imagination. I mean, I don't like to brag, but... Wait, who's that? And why is she all over these achievement awards? But with STEM, the sky's the limit. Shaboom! Use STEM to envision. Okay, I'm seeing it. Yeah. Invent.
Got any ideas?
I've got a few, actually. And create a better world.
Told you she's super smart.
If she can STEM, so can you. Find out more at She Can STEM.
BYU will add even more students to their student body of more than already 30,000.
NewsLine reporter Emma Benson is live on campus. Emma, about how many people are going to be coming to BYU?
Well, BYU will have hundreds of more students beginning next fall. This is the first significant increase in enrollment since 1998.
I know it may lead to a bit more crowding, but I believe it's a good thing.
According to BYU spokesperson Carrie Jenkins, BYU will be expanding its enrollment by about 1.5% each year over the next 6 years. This increase will start fall semester 2020 with a moderate increase of a few hundred students. The university says the reason for the change is to increase student retention and graduation rates. BYU had an acceptance rate of 68.5% this year. The university also announced last month a 3.1% increase for undergraduate tuition for the 2020-2021 academic year. Students think that though the increased enrollment will lead to longer lines, it is an overall good change. Smith says she wanted to come to BYU because of the atmosphere and thinks others should have that opportunity.
All my experience has been very positive, and I think other people should have a better chance to get in so they can experience.
Chile native Lizette Vichar has attended BYU for a year. She says she wants others from her hometown to attend the university which she has grown to love.
For me, I feel that I think it's more chances for them, and it makes me happy because I want to see more people from my hometown in here.
As one of about 1,600 international students at BYU, Vichar says she hopes this change will increase the diversity on campus and allow more international students to attend.
I think that opens the door for more diversity.
Carrie Jenkins, a spokesperson for the university, says the change is, quote, part of a long-term goal to enhance the number of students who can benefit from a BYU education. This goal is part of our Inspiring Learning initiative, as well as our student success and inclusion efforts. This enrollment change will take effect in fall 2020. Back to you.
Thanks, Emma.
A free seminar is being held tonight to help struggling couples build trust in their relationships. Kevin Hatch went to Hope Therapy in Spanish Fork to get more details on the event.
The purpose of Hope Therapy in Spanish Fork is to provide therapy for couples, individuals, and families to heal relationships or to help people with any health problems.
I'm hoping that couples will have more knowledge about what healthy trust can look like and how to build that after damage has been done in the relationship with broken trust.
People have already had great experiences with these therapy sessions and believe that it can help anybody.
Therapy has helped me a lot personally, just because I think we all have different personal experiences, and something that I love about therapy is even if it's just a space to have permission to say whatever you need to say, sometimes we don't have that outlet.
Anyone looking for knowledge or what healthy relationships should be would benefit from this seminar.
People who would want to come to the presentation would be any couples dealing with sexual addiction or betrayal trauma, and any leaders in the community or ecclesiastical leaders who might want help knowing what healthy trust looks like.
This seminar is just an intro into therapy and isn't a commitment in any way.
Someone who deals with couples day in and day out can just point them in the right direction.
Hope Therapy says many couples struggle with talking about addiction and betrayal, and this seminar can help them address it in a safe way. Reporting for NewsLine in Spanish Fork, I'm Kevin Hatch.
Thanks, Kevin.
The annual CMA Awards featured the biggest names in country music, with Garth Brooks taking the top award. Kenzie McGuire, tell us more about this extravaganza.
Well, Kim, country fans were glued to their screens as they celebrated their favorite artists.
What do you call three women hosting the CMAs? Your lucky night!
The 53rd Annual Country Music Awards was held last night in Nashville. Garth Brooks took the top honor of the night as Entertainer of the Year. Other winners included Luke Combs and Casey Musgraves, who were named Male and Female Vocalist of the Year. Maren Morris received her first award, with Girl winning Album of the Year, and Blake Shelton won Single of the Year for his song God's Country. And the performances that we had last night were amazing. One of the best ones was Rainbow Connection with Casey Musgraves and Willie Nelson. This Twitter user said that the performance was so beautiful it actually made them cry. The one that I personally preferred, though, was the mashup with Lady Antebellum and Halsey, where they talked about, or where they did their song What If I Never Get Over You and Graveyard. It was so good. Now, there were some people who were really upset that Carrie Underwood didn't win the Entertainer of the Year award. Steven says that he definitely thinks it should have gone to Carrie Underwood because she deserved it so much. But no matter what, there were still so many good performances last night. You had the glitter, you had the cowboy hats, you had it all. And so with all of that together, we just know that it was a very successful year for the Country Music Awards. And we're really excited to see what new country music is released soon.
Well, check out this beautiful sunrise you're going to see in just a few seconds from Sundance Mountain Resort this morning. We're going to have clear skies and sunshine today, but because we're on a 3-week streak with no moisture right now, our mountains out there are looking really, really dry. Now you're going to see a shot from some ski slopes right now in Park City, and there is not a lot of snow out there. Now, opening week for many ski resorts is just 2 weeks away on Thanksgiving, and our chances for snow are not looking that great yet, but we do have a little bit of hope on the horizon. This is a precipitation map showing what's going on across the country, and you can see there are some areas with that winter storm that's leaving the south, and up here they're getting some snow and some rain, but Utah right here, our Midwest, is just so dry in this area, and we're not getting any moisture. But there's a little glimmer of hope, because you'll see this green and yellow start to move down along our Wasatch Front in just a few seconds, so that's when we could see some sprinkles of snow showers up in our elevations right there. That could maybe give us some snow. this looks like it could come on Wednesday. So just before those ski resorts might open, we could get a little dash of some snow. Now our temperatures today are showing that we're clear and dry, nothing too crazy out there. 59 in Logan. You are a little bit warmer for your low at 34 than normal. Salt Lake City at 62, Provo as well, Richfield at 65, and Moab over here at 62. Our lows are in those upper 30s, low 40s, so we're not looking too cold tonight across the Wasatch Front, but still cold temperatures out there. Now for southern Utah, you're really only getting a little bit of some cloudy skies to start your weekend off on Friday, but then look at this beautiful weekend, 70 degrees Sunday, Monday into Tuesday. For us, we're going to keep those cloudy skies. Our temperatures will dip a little bit this weekend on Saturday, but Wednesday is when we could get that little sprinkle, so maybe those skiers out there just getting a little excited, but we'll have to keep our eye on it. Not close enough yet.
I like the clear skies, you know. It helps me, like, when it's cold, but the sun's still there. It makes me feel warmer.
I'm the one praying for snow.
That's
so.
what I'm thinking. I know Halloween's over, we're ready for the snow.
Yeah.
Yes. Did any of you guys go to the BYU basketball game last night?
No.
Did not make it.
It was a good one. I mean, it was just SUU, but we cannot underestimate them. So BYU basketball had an exciting finish last night. We will show you the big plays the Cougars made down the stretch to pull away for the win. And it's never too early to look at the future of Cougar sports. We will tell you about some of the athletes headed to BYU in the next few years. The BYU men's basketball team pulled away late in the game to hold on to a 68-63 win over Southern Utah University last night in the Marriott Center.
Top of the key, down to 8, down to 7. Jake straight away, step back 3, takes it and makes it! Jake, the make.
Jake Toulson led the Cougars with 22 points, while Dalton Nixon added 13 points and 7 rebounds. SUU was up by 2 with 4 minutes to go until Toulson took over for the Cougars. Toulson hit a step-back 3 from the top of the key to put the Cougars back up by 4 with 34 seconds left. Then Alex Barcelo sealed the deal with 2 free throws. The Cougars now hit the road and take on the Houston Cougars tomorrow night. It is signing season for high school athletes, and BYU basketball and women's soccer announced some of their future Cougs that have signed national letters of intent. Spencer Johnson will play for men's basketball next season. Johnson is currently playing his redshirt freshman season at Salt Lake Community College and has averaged 14 points a game so far this season. When he comes to Provo, he will have 3 years of eligibility left. Richie Saunders is currently at Wasatch Academy, where upon graduation he'll first serve a mission before suiting up for the Cougars. Meanwhile, women's soccer signed 5 players to play for Coach Rockwood: Haven Empey of American Fork, Paula Garcia of Mapleton, Abby Cotter of Providence, Tara Warner of Springville, and Brooke Hale of Danville, California. They will all take the field next season for BYU. The Broyles Foundation announced BYU's passing game coordinator, Aaron Roderick, as a 2019 Broyles Award nominee, which honors college football's top assistant coaches. Roderick is also serving as the quarterback's coach and has driven a passing game average of 281 yards per game, ranked 27th nationally. The winner will be announced December 10th in Little Rock, Arkansas. We'll be right back.
When you think of Miami, you think of, rich, glamour, but 5 miles away from the beach, there's people who've never seen the beach. I was confused why somebody was in this situation, especially in America. So when I started Joshua's Heart Foundation, it was a key thing to be able to engage youth in the foundation, to help them participate. I think passing on the torch and lighting a new flame in another person to do good is probably one of the bigger missions that I have. So we are each making a bigger difference. That's it, just giving back and producing love for everybody.
Saved from the streets and now wanted by dozens, a rescue puppy in Missouri is getting a lot of attention for what makes him a little different.
Meet Narwhal the puppy. Little Narwhal was born with a tail on his forehead. He was found in the freezing cold last weekend and is now at a rescue center where he's recovering from frostbite. And no, Narwhal's forehead tail does not wag. Vets say the extra tail has no real use but doesn't cause him pain, so it won't be removed. The center says it has received more than 50 adoption applications for Narwhal. I actually think, so I'm from Missouri originally, so I got to call like my dad and my sister. They may have put in applications because
I put an application in. I think he's a cute little unicorn.
I've ever seen. Who doesn't want a unicorn dog?
And his name's Narwhal. I thought that was a joke, but that's really his name.
Oh, yeah. Well,
that's cute.
Because, you know, the whale with the horn.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's wonderful. It's absolutely wonderful.
Thank you so much for joining us today for Newsline.
For more information on our stories or to share them with your friends, check out our website at universe.byu.edu/newsline.
And have a great day.